Welcome back, Star Wars fans and music lovers. Today, I'll be breaking down the new Inquisitor theme by composer Natalie Holt from the recent Obi-Wan Kenobi limited series. The theme is broken into two very short phrases, and I'm going to start by looking at the pitches themselves. In both phrases, the contour is directly descending, immediately eliminating any sense of hope or joy, and instead supplanting itself similar to how the Inquisitors do as they drop down in their ship and begin policing a world. The low brass and strings that usually hark this theme also give that ominous feeling of an overlord as well. The first phrase descends as a basic minor triad, beginning with the upper major third, the same as what we see from Vader's theme. By immediately outlining the minor triad, the theme has already placed its subject into a realm of darkness and the dark side. To answer this, the second phrase also begins with the interval of a major third, but then continues with a second major third, which now spells an augmented triad. In Star Wars, the augmented triad is notable for being a prominent part of how John Williams depicted Darth Vader during A New Hope, and it's very appropriate since a chord that's been stretched beyond the size of a normal triad in intervals, reflecting Vader's oversized stature and now also reflecting how the Inquisitors hold a similar rank in overshadowing much of the Empire. In addition to the augmented triad, the second phrase creates instability and tension by moving to the leading tone at the end, brushing up directly against the stable tonic and refusing to give a resolution. The evil and chaotic nature of this group can really be felt in the final note of this theme, and it also allows the theme to naturally continue into further occurrences as the leading tone, leads back to the initial statement of the theme. The rhythm is also worth mentioning, and I think it's in the rhythmic profile of her music that Natalie Holt is strongest as a composer. Here, the initial downbeat entrance imposes its will by not waiting to be stated, giving its subject a very strong and confrontational character. However, after this initial attack, the rest of each phrase enters away from the beat as syncopations, giving an unsteady and uneasy feeling to the theme. This syncopation and the resultant unease are also creating energy for the listener as the unexpected keeps us on our toes. But to take this further, the second phrase seemingly enters a beat early, compounding the discomfort we feel when hearing this theme. Instead of having two balanced 4-beat measures for each phrase, we instead end up with a 4-beat measure, followed by only a 3-beat measure, giving a total of an uneven 7 beats. Since we're subconsciously expecting one more beat before the next attack, the sudden and abrupt entrance of the second phrase jars us, if only slightly as well. The simplicity of this leitmotif is very useful as well for the Inquisitorius. Smaller motifs tend to lend themselves better to manipulation and variation, and it's why Beethoven was able to write a 10-minute movement to his Fifth Symphony based off of only a 4-note motif. It's small and therefore very malleable. In the case of the Inquisitors, this is very useful because it allows the theme to be manipulated in different ways to reflect different Inquisitors if and as needed. A great example of this theme being used in variation is as we see the Fortress Inquisitorius in this shot, and the rhythmic profile of the theme has been altered so that the second and third notes are shorter and move more quickly. So overall, this theme is very effective at reflecting characters that can be unstable at times in addition to being evil, and allows for each Inquisitor's character to be reflected in its own way to some degree. But now I want to hear from you. What did you personally think of this theme by Holt, and do you have any other thoughts on how effective it is? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and before you go, please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to learn more about the music of the galaxy far, far away. And as always, may the be with you.